Joining us now on the Michigan Megacast is DeLashea Strawder, Executive and Artistic Director of the Mosaic Youth Theater of Detroit. DeLashea, thanks for being with us today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Appreciate having you on. So first off, tell us a little bit about the history and the mission of the Mosaic Youth Theater of Detroit.
Yeah, absolutely. So Mosaic Youth Theater of Detroit is a creative youth development organization in the heart of the city of Detroit. We create equity for over 300 Detroit area youth by connecting them to professional artists and mentors, preparing them for college and career pathways, and helping them to embrace and amplify their voices. We started almost 30 years ago in order to help bridge the gap of a lack in arts education in the Detroit area for young people, and have continued to grow strong. Several years ago, we had a study done by the University of Michigan to figure out what that special Mosaic sauce was that was enhancing outcomes for Detroit area youth, which formed the Mosaic model for youth development through the arts. And we've continued to pursue that journey of really not only just empowering them, but supporting them to pursue their wildest dreams and to change the world.
And we see so often in areas where education funding is not there in the numbers it should be, or is being neglected at the state level, the federal level, whatever it may be, that one of the first sorts of programs to go are programs in the arts. And it's important that these remain in place, or that these avenues for engaging with the arts remain in place, because they have such great impact on development of youth in all of our communities. Can you speak to why it's so important to have an organization like yours in the Detroit area to help bridge these gaps and still provide access to the arts for all these children?
Absolutely. We all know that there are many benefits to robust arts education programming, and the way that arts and culture helps our communities thrive, both economically as well as socially. We build community through the arts. We tap more into our humanity and better understand one another. We build bridges and pathways to better communicate in order to be able to solve things together. And so having opportunities like Mosaic and other creative development organizations here in the city are tapping in to the brilliance of the young people in our communities, but it is also creating a pathway and a pipeline for other community members, adults, and the like to thrive and to build better communities together. We're excited to be able to partner with similar organizations like Inside Out. Share Detroit is a huge champion for nonprofits here in the community that are working together to create a thriving Detroit.
More information can be found in a couple of places. sharedetroit.org for more info on the Mosaic Youth Theater of Detroit. You go to there, find a nonprofit section, search Mosaic Youth Theater of Detroit, and you'll find more information right there. The website, their contact information, items that you can purchase through wish lists that may be of necessity to the organization, volunteer opportunities, job opportunities, and more, all at sharedetroit.org. Another place you can find great information straight from the source is mosaicdetroit.org. That is the Mosaic Youth Theater of Detroit's website, mosaicdetroit.org, the website for all that. So can you take us through some of the many different programs and initiatives that are available through the Mosaic Youth Theater of Detroit to help to engage kids in a variety of different arts?
Yes, we are in mentoring relationships with young people through music, specifically vocal and songwriting, theater, as well as technical theater. And we do this through our intensive and consistent youth ensemble program, where young people work with us for about 4,500 contact hours a year, engaging in arts training as well as leadership development. We also partner with schools throughout the school year and do an arts residency to build capacity in schools, and our summer camp and arts entrepreneurship and internship programs. And we've been going strong even throughout the COVID-19 pandemic, bringing programming into communities like Mosaic Mobile and our summer camps that are in 5 neighborhoods over the course of this summer.
And so are there programs that are these programs for just a general group of kids and individuals, or are these programs divided up into age groups. How is that how is that discrepancy made between what programs certain kids will be in versus others?
So there are programs that young people can just sign up for so that they can discover their creativity and what Mosaic Arts programming has for them. And then there are Explorer programs where you go a little bit deeper, and then Immerse and Ambassador where you start to explore creative and arts adjacent careers. You can start Mosaic programming as early as 3rd grade. And then as you matriculate through programming, we also stay with you through your undergraduate career in order to improve your college persistence or post-secondary education persistence.
MosaicDetroit.org for more information on those age-specific programs, as well as those more general programs that allow kids in the Detroit community to engage in arts and figure out what path is of great interest to them in the arts and through the Mosaic Youth Theater of Detroit. So are these programs open to anybody? Do they have to be referred to these programs? How do people sign up if they're interested or if they'd like to get their kids involved with the Mosaic Youth Theater of Detroit?
If young people want to join us or their parents want them to be exposed, they can find us on all major social media at Mosaic Detroit. Most of our programs are permissionless in that they don't have to get a referral or anything of that nature. They can sign up. Our youth ensemble does have an audition requirement where we're really just wanting to get to know the young person and why this is something that they want to do so that we can pair them with the right mentor to be able to best support their needs.
So you mentioned auditions into certain programs. Are those auditions held throughout the year, or are there seasonal programs that are held through the Mosaic Youth Theater of Detroit?
Our youth ensemble has a one-time entry over the summer and fall. Virtual auditions open up on Get Accepted August 15th. And then our in-person auditions will take place in September the 14th and 15th. But for our summer camp programs, as well as our Mosaic Mobile, you can either sign up in advance or you can show up and register the day of. We really want to be able to increase equitable access to programming. And so while some programs require a longer duration and robust registration process, other programs meet you right where you are.
We're joined by DeLashea Strawder. She is the executive and the artistic director of the Mosaic Youth Theater of Detroit, joining us on the Michigan Megacast. You can find more information in a couple of places. Either go to sharedetroit.org and navigate to their Find a Nonprofit section to search Mosaic Youth Theater of Detroit, or visit the organization's website directly at mosaicdetroit.org, mosaicdetroit.org. And for those that may not have immediate access to the internet, you can also call them for more information on programs. 313-872-6910. That's 313-872-6910. One more time, 313-872-6910 for more information on the Mosaic Youth Theater of Detroit. So if people want to go see some of these performances, they want to see what's happening in action, how can they engage in that way with the Mosaic Youth Theater?
Well, we have a program coming up, our New Voices Detroit Youth Playwright and Composer Festival, August 12th. It's Pay What You Can and will be at the Detroit Institute of Arts outdoors on the lawn. In addition, in December, the 2nd and 3rd weekend, we will have our December production. More information will be coming soon. It's going to be a wonderful collaboration with the Black and Brown Theater. In addition to that, again, folks can find information about upcoming productions as well as events on our website and our social media at Mosaic Detroit.
More information, mosaicdetroit.org, mosaicdetroit.org for more information on all the programs, all these performances, more and other events, ways to give, including how you can donate to the organization. Again, mosaicdetroit.org or sharedetroit.org. We're joined by the Mosaic Youth Theater of Detroit's executive director and artistic director, DeLashea Strawder, on the Michigan Megacast. DeLashea, if people are interested in giving, obviously donations are always critical to any nonprofit organization and continuing their operations. What are some other ways that people can get involved and help out with the mission of the Mosaic Youth Theater of Detroit?
Helping to expand the Mosaic family, we have 1 hour long mission tours where people can come and learn about the impact that we are making in community and ways that they can help us to continue to spread the word and create a broader network of young broader network for young people to pursue their dreams and passions. We also have opportunities for people to come and join us as tutors to help our young artist scholars be competitive as they pursue various arts, education, and career pathways.
More information, again, can be found on their website, mosaicdetroit.org, mosaicdetroit.org, or shareddetroit.org. You can also find them on on a variety of social media at Mosaic Detroit. That includes Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, and more. Mosaic Detroit is their handle on most of those social media, or to search on YouTube, Mosaic Youth Theater of Detroit, to find out all you need to know about this organization. And DeLashea, in terms of impact, the social side of things in the arts is often so important and overlooked in our communities, especially when it comes to children and their development. Can you speak to that and just how much of an impact the social side of these programs has on kids that participate in Detroit?
Well, we know we're at a space and time that mental health, particularly amongst youth, has been very challenging. As a result of participating in arts programs where you have a community of people that are supporting you, that certainly assists you to be able to better communicate your feelings, and to be able to process what's going on. And creative youth development is a combination not only of arts education, but also the building of social emotional skills, of coping skills, of professional deportment. And young people have the opportunity to explore that in a variety of ways, and then to put it into motion immediately. One of the things that we discovered as a result of our study through the University of Michigan and the impact that we were having is around positive social capital and the building of a network to support you as you are a young person in participating in programming, as well as throughout your adult life and as you pursue your dreams. So that is something that we're consistently seeing, and the data tells us that it is a strong and very supportive opportunity for young people as they continue to matriculate throughout their life.
Yeah, art is a great way to express yourself, to communicate with other people in ways that you may not otherwise be able to communicate. And so it's great that so many kids have opportunities to do that with the Mosaic Youth Theater of Detroit. We're joined by Executive Director and Artistic Director DeLashea Strawder on the Michigan Megacast. More information on the organization can be found either through Shared Detroit on their website, shareddetroit.org, or by visiting the Mosaic Youth Theater of Detroit's direct website, mosaicdetroit.org, mosaicdetroit.org, or call them at 313-872-6910, 313-872-6910 for more information. DeLashea, before we let you go, any more information that we haven't spoken on today that would be important for our audience to take into consideration or keep in mind going forward as it relates to the Mosaic Youth Theater of Detroit?
Yeah, we are very proud of the fact that 95% of the young artists that have gone through our youth ensemble not only graduate high school on time, but that they also go on to college, many of whom with scholarships. We know that arts education and participating in arts education gives young people a more than 2 times advantage of pursuing post-secondary education and thriving. And we invite you to come and be a part of enhancing outcomes for Detroit area youth, and we hope that we'll see you around soon.